All right, gamers, buckle up. Today, we're talking about something big, sequels. You know how tough it is to make a sequel better than the original? It's like trying to beat that one level you've been stuck on for days. But guess what? Some game sequels totally knocked it off. Before we jump in, why not click the icon above to check out the greatest remakes ever made? And that's out of the way, grab your snacks and get comfy because we're talking about 7 sequels that are better than the original. Let's roll! Starting with number 1, we have Silent Hill 2. Picture this, it's 2001, PlayStation 2 and Xbox are the talk of the town. And boom, Silent Hill 2 arrives like a freight train of frights. Now, what's the deal with SH2? Well, fixed up the wonky camera and controls from the first game, thank goodness. And let's talk graphics. Stunning, but in a creep you out kind of way. You're wandering through misty streets, heart racing, hoping you'll survive the night. But it's not just about looks. The story in SH2, oh man, it's like a twisted puzzle you can't stop trying to crack. And the scares? They're the kind that'll make you jump out of your skin. Long story short, Silent Hill 2 is still a horror heavyweight, hailed as one of the scariest games ever made. So, if you're up for a fright night, grab your controller and prepare for a journey into the unknown. And number 2 is Uncharted 2, Among Thieves. So, remember when Uncharted Drake's Fortune hit the scene? It was like the PS3's golden child, showing off what the console could do with its fancy graphics and immersive cutscenes. But then, just 2 years later, Naughty Dog drops Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, like a bombshell. Seriously, this game took Nathan Drake's adventures to a whole new level of awesomeness. Critics and players were blown away by the improvements in the crazy, action-packed story. It's like, how do you even top that? Well, let me tell you, Naughty Dog sure found a way.
We're gonna snatch that treasure right out from under them.
They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, well, payback's a bitch.
Coming to number 3, we have Assassin's Creed 2. The first game had us all hooked with its cool premise, but let's be real, the gameplay got a bit repetitive. But then, bam, Ubisoft drops Assassin's Creed 2 like a Renaissance masterpiece. Ezio Auditore da Firenze takes center stage, and suddenly, we're all sucked into this epic adventure through Renaissance Italy. I mean, Ezio became such a legend that they made not 1, but 2 sequels just for him, and on top of that, Ezio also appears as a guest fighter in Soul Calibur 5. Talk about a gaming icon.
It's nothing, really.
You must help him. That pretty face is his only asset.
Fottiti.
All right, for number 4 is Street Fighter 2, The World Warrior. Can you believe this game came out back in 1991? It was like the OG of fighting games, introducing us to iconic characters like Chun-Li and M. Bison. And get this, the combo system, totally accidental. But hey, Capcom rolled with it, and the rest is gaming history. On to number 5, it's Batman, Arkham City. Oh, and who could forget about Batman? Arkham City. After the success of Arkham Asylum, we were all wondering how Rocksteady Studios could possibly top themselves. Well, they did it by throwing Batman into the heart of Gotham itself. Arkham City was like a dream come true for Batman fans, with its massive open world and all our favorite villains running wild. Seriously, if you haven't played this one yet, you're missing out big time. Now at the 6th spot is Borderlands 2. The original was already a blast with its crazy humor and bazillion guns, but then Borderlands 2 comes along and cranks everything up to 11. Handsome Jack, pure gold. This villain had us laughing and hating him at the same time, which is quite a feat.
To say, Vault Hunters, I'm gonna kill you. You wanna prove me wrong? You wanna stop the greatness that is Handsome Jack? Well, come and get me.
And last, but not least, For the 7th entry, it's none other than Horizon Forbidden West, the game that had us all hooked with its wild world of robotic creatures and post-apocalyptic vibes. Seriously, who knew fighting mechanical dinosaurs could be so darn cool? Now, Zero Dawn was such a hit that when the PlayStation 5 dropped, everyone was buzzing about its sequel, Horizon Forbidden West. I mean, this game was like the holy grail of PS5 exclusives. Am I right? We were all itching to dive back into Aloy's world and see what crazy adventures awaited us. And let me tell you, Forbidden West did not disappoint. It took everything we loved about Zero Dawn and cranked it up to 11. We're talking a bigger world, juicier lore, and a whole bunch of new toys for Aloy to play with. Like, who wouldn't want to soar through the skies with a shield wing glider? Sign me up. So, guys, that a wrap. If you like the video, please subscribe, and you want more of this, please comment. That being said, love you guys, and peace.